Alright folks, welcome back. So typical, as expected from the North America server, but we don't have the briefing or the Ruleset article about Order of War coming tomorrow. So as expected, but on the Russian servers, they have them. So we're going to go through all the rule sets, all the details of Order of War, how you control your AI bots or your units, as well as the different structures you control as well. So we're going to translate, and obviously there are going to be translation errors or typos, but let's go through the rule set and we'll talk about which vehicles are viable as well as map strategies. So quick initial strategy contemplation or brainstorming. Sure, brainstorming a AI bot technique. So send in a application to register, yada yada. It will last for a week. Blah 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 blah. You have to play as normal humans against the strategist, but to play as the strategist, you have to collect 100 reports. So you start off with 100 reports, I think, or 200 or something. So you could play 1 or 2 rounds as the strategist, but in order to get back to playing as a strategist, you have to play as the normal plebs. The Philistines. You have to play as a normal tanker before you can get to play as strategist. But you have to choose 7 vehicles from your garage, and they have to be loaded out with fully equipped squads or crew members. I think ammo and other equipment such as consumables are counted. So if you load all gold shells for your vehicles, then holy crap, that would be unfair. Just load all gold shells for all your crew members and have all camos and stuff. Yeah, play hard. Try hard to get the kills. But you cannot have all artilleries or all heavy tanks or tank destroyers. You are limited to medium tanks and light tanks for all the slots, but only some artillery, like 1, and some heavy tanks and tank destroyers. So you cannot have all heavy tanks with all health. So that would be insane. Alright. Changing the battle plan. So before the battle start, you have 1 minute to set up your defenses as well as your structures like command and conquer. So you have time, but not that much. And let's take a look at the structures. So you have watchtowers. They have 500 meters of view range, which is pretty good. Only 90 health, but they do have good concealment. So plant these inside of a bush or next to a cliff or something and try to hide them, and they'll spot for you. But holy crap, only 90 health. Like a stray machine gun or artillery shell could just knock this out. But pillboxes have 270 meters of view range, so they're practically blind. 1000 HP, decent armor, 267 millimeters of armor, it's rounded, and only 115 millimeters of pen for the machine gun, 25 rounds for the auto loader machine gun or auto cannon, and each deal 90 damage. So that's still hefty damage. That's still about, 2,300 damage per burst if it all pins. And that's still quite a lot for the autoloader machine gun. And it only takes 14 seconds to reload, which is still pretty decent. And I think this is like more of a roadblock or a speed bump in the design. So it's not meant to penetrate heavy tanks, obviously, or most tanks at the front. But side armor, yeah, go right ahead. So plant these around the corner, so make sure you check those corners. And holy crap, it's more about spotting in terms of proximity. So players have to drive very close to it, plant it next to a corner of a building, and they have to try to shoot at it while being spotted by these things, which is not fun. And they will set up for the artillery guns to shoot across the map. So these things have 350 meters of view range, which is a little bit better than the pillbox, but it has a lot more health, 4,300. So it's like 2 mouses. No, like a mouse and a tier 8 combined. So pretty hefty health, but no armor, only 100 millimeters, and 400 millimeters of pen. Holy shit. That's a lot of penetration. And 800 damage per shot, There are 2 guns, so 13 seconds to recover both guns. So it's actually rather quick for 2 shells that each deal 800 damage. And takes about 7 seconds switching between one shell and another. So total of 20 seconds if you're reloading while shooting the gun. But holy crap, that's... I don't know. Is it 20 seconds or 13? I have no idea, but still. Each shell deals a 152 alpha or 155 alpha and has a lot of pin. Yeah, these things are fucking broken. They have no armor, but you can snipe them across the map. But when you're trying to snipe them, if they see you with the help of like the bots or the watchtowers, then holy shit, you're gonna take a lot of hit unless you outmaneuver the guns. Alright, buttons that are needed to be pressed. Left mouse buttons, clicking, choice of technique. Right mouse button give the order, so it's like command and conquer. Spacebar negates all the orders, so just cancel everything. Press R to attempt flight to the vehicle or vehicle group. C to switch camera to artillery mode and back, so that's the camera. E to go up. Double click to select the tank you want to play as manually. Click on the minimap to move the camera to a specific square. Mouse wheel, scroll, camera with the WASD. There are different orders with your clicks, so moving normally, moving without any regards to the enemy, so keep moving. Attack, liquidation. that's a very strong word. Holy crap! Destroy with all prejudice. Oh, okay. And you can read through all the rest, capture base, yada yada. But holy crap, there's a lot of different controls. You can select one or several tanks, so it's like a drag down box. You can move by holding. Tell the tank where to expect an attack by holding down the key and moving the mouse. You can actually change their turret direction. That's interesting, or hull direction. Select machine control and select. Alright. Double click, increase priority, order priority. Oh my god, it's so complicated. Control 1 through 7. You can technique group. You can group assign. Like 2 tanks could be a group, and you can assign it as a group. Holy shit. Cancel order. 1 through 7, select order. Assign reconnaissance task to the tanks. Assign hold position to the tanks. Display order lines. Holy fuck, that's so complicated. Shift plus right mouse button. Immediate point to the path of machines. Q take control of machine. Display lines of fire of tanks. Wow, the tank sounds fucking broken. Event key. Holy shit, it's very complicated. You have reload, recharge timer, current order, a task, hotkey, event. Holy shit, this is getting complex. It's getting real complex. But let's take a look at which tanks that I think are more viable on this mode, which is practically which tanks are good at tier 10. So good tanks, E3, definitely. A bot playing this thing is like a noob playing this thing. So expect all the bots to be noobs, and how you should order so therefore vehicles with armor, hell yeah, and a large gun. So E3, obviously a good choice. Load all gold shell to make them piss themselves. E50 got buffed, so this thing is also pretty good. Make sure you put all camos and stuff. Yep. E100 got buffed. This thing is also pretty viable, but I think I would prefer the mouse over the E100 just because it's a mouse. It has a lot of health, and with a good crew, you can spot for yourself. Yeah, oh well, we'll see which one happens, but these two are more of a roadblock, setting up the artillery guns, the double barrel artillery guns shooting across the map, so these are more or less pretty sweet. You could have one artillery, but I think the best artillery at tier 10 would be the 261, and that's Russian, based on the rapid firing and the constant stun effect. You don't need the alpha, you just need the stun. Yeah, Panzer E100 might be decent. It's a large gun, and bots are very good at sniping shit, like sniping weak spots or just, you know, sometimes even angling. But I still think the mouse and the E100 might be a little bit better choice. I wouldn't recommend all the mediums other than like this. Like mediums with armor, like the E50M. So these are also good choices. IS-7 has always been decent, noob friendly. Same goes with the IS-4, but IS-4 doesn't have that big of a punch though. Oh well. These are not bad. Same goes with the 705A, though the reload is a little bit longer. I wouldn't recommend any of those aggressive, skill-based heavy tanks like the 277 because these actually require some angling and some hull-down strategies and maneuverability into the tactics. So I don't think the bots are that smart, but ST2, yeah, solid, easy tank to play. Especially the 268 version number 4. Yeah, this thing is a fucking noob machine. You cannot fail with this thing. Just plant the vehicle in some corner and just try to hide the observation periscope. That's practically it. Super Conquer, no question about it. Plant it on top of a hill and let it do work. I wouldn't think the Badger would be that great, but then again, nah. Skip on the Badger. It could be, but maybe it'll be fun if you plant this thing right next to a artillery gun, so you have double the firepower. That would be crazy. Type 5 is a good choice if it's covered by like bunkers or artillery guns. Maybe it can spot for itself. Kranwagen, good on a hill. The S-Tank, good, camping some bush with a watchtower providing the view range. Or it can spot for itself, but still, if this thing is on top of a hill with a watchtower helping it, yeah, that's pretty good too. It's like a smaller artillery gun, but it's more stealthy. UDES also good on a hill, and you could play one or two vehicles that you are more or less better at, such as the Batchat. So since you have manual controls, you could operate a vehicle that requires more skill, like a Batchat or I don't know, the TVP VT or not VTU, TVP T5051. So these are more skill-based autoloader medium tanks, which requires more skill because they have no armor. But you could finish off like unexpected player base because they thought all of these vehicles are bots and they have armor and shit, or even the projectile. But obviously don't spot with the projectile. Light tanks are useless for the strategist, in my honest opinion, because if you stalemate the entire game, you still somewhat win. But maybe light tanks are viable. Like you have one light tank, it can rush base and just capture it in 1 minute. So it might be a viable strategy to save one light tank before going towards their base and cap. But then again, you could just use the Batchat. Yeah, just use the Batchat. You don't need to use an EBR or... And then again, the EBR is very quick to get there. Debatable strategy. And finally, let's take a look at the maps on offer. So we have Mountain Pass. I'll try to draw up some strats. This is my first time using the marker thingy. I don't know how to use it, but let's see. I'll use red. So if we're on the hill, I'll use circle for pillboxes, triangles for artillery guns, and crosses for watchtowers. So I'll probably put a large ass cannon on top of the hill. Because I'm a scum, I'll put a large ass cannon right here, put a pillbox right around the corner, maybe like right here or something. You have 4 pillboxes and 3 watchtowers, 2 artilleries. Put a pillbox like right here. Maybe a pillbox like right here. You're not capping my base. Watchtower, like, where's a good watchtower position? Like it should spot and try to avoid all the foliage, but maybe like a small camping right next to the grass. Watchtower right here. Small camping watchtower somewhere like this corner. And then again, the gun could shoot over here if it properly aims, but nah, let's not put it here. Maybe like a watchtower somewhere behind the rocks, like right here. Maybe I should put this gun like right here. But then again, you can also use your tanks, like a Yak Panzer E100, just do the work. That would be fun. Maybe a watchtower like right here. So basically, with this setup, you're not capturing my base. And you can put like a STRV like right here, STRV right here, and I don't know, have your heavy tanks like blockading the bunkers, like park your mouse right here. And everybody just camp space. And when the enemies push up, like when all the friendlies or the good guys push up, so everybody pushes up, yada yada, everybody pushes up. With one flank open, you drive your EBR all the way, like from that flank all the way towards their base with the EBR, and you cap. That's an insane strat. Alright, so let's take a look at the this map, the cliff map, and we're going to draw some extra details. So we're going to use the red base as the bot's base, but obviously large ass gun right here. And all the tank destroyer positions. Where's another good camping spot for the guns? I wonder how high or how deep are we into the map. I mean, obviously, if they spawn here, if the enemy spawns here, you cannot put a gigantic ass gun like right here and a few bunkers like right here. That's spawn camping. So I think there's a limitation towards like half the map you could place the structures and the other half you cannot. So for this map, let's just go with the top half. Pillbox right here, pillbox right here, covering the. This is a very good area, but they could see the gun. You could put the pillbox right in front of the artillery guns just to provide the armor and against like light tanks if they're playing light tanks or batchets. So you could like double team the artillery guns with the double guns. Yeah, my picture is perfect. And there's a pillbox right in front of it. Maybe it blocks the gun, maybe it doesn't. Who knows? We have to test that and see that if it happens. Oh god, the picture looks terrible. There could be a pillbox right here to cover up this area. Maybe one behind the building or next to a building, just to be sure, to cover for the guns. Maybe you could put the two guns right here, the two large artillery guns right here, spotting, shooting, to cover up. You could have watchtowers, one right here, likely one on top of the cliff if you can, that would be great, and one like right here. This will spot and still be concealed for the guns shooting here, and I think that's a little bit better strategy. And Abbey, it's a corridor map. Oh my gosh, this is a very corridor map-ish. What the hell is wrong with the riverbed? So this is inaccessible. But artillery gun, that's a good place. Put a bunker in front of it. Place if we're going towards like this half of the map, then likely one watchtower like somewhere over here. You could put it next to this thing and put the artillery gun shooting in here. You could put the bunkers right next to it. You can also, would it be awesome if you can just block off path? Like there's a small path going into these buildings and you can just block it with the bunker. That would be insane. Same goes with this thing. Like just put a bunker right here. You're like, fuck you, you're not getting through. Gun right here, obviously. This will cover like the majority of the castle or town area. Bunkers, some bunkers. You can have watchtower like right next to the buildings or something, or behind the bunker. You can spot behind the bunker, but nah, you need a bush for the watchtower. Maybe like right here, because well, this is getting too close to this one. Maybe like right here. You need a spot for, but you have tanks. You can move around, and tanks acts as mobile turrets and entrenchments. One turret, one bunker might be here for keeping track of your rear. One could be here. Just put one here. Ignore this one. Yeah, have your heavy tanks like block off, right? Like right here, and block off. Just make sure everything stalemates, and then have your EBR drive into their base and cap. That's a strats. Big strats, big brain plays. Steps. If we're going by the red, so on top of the map, one gun right here. It's the old map. It hasn't been reworked, but still, one gun on top of the hill, one gun next to the rock, some bunkers right next to the rock. Maybe one bunker like right here next to the building, or yeah, it could be next to the building. One bunker next to the crossroad, one bunker in the bushes right here. There's a little the old map, so there's a bush like cliff edge like right here. You could put a bunker there. Maybe a bunker just to help out protecting this gun. And watchtowers could just be next to the ridge. Like watchtower right here, maybe right here, or right here. Yeah, that'll be good. This is a kill zone, so you could put like your sniping heavy tanks or STRV like right here, and the heavy tanks will just put into the choke spot. So this will be the heavy, and yeah, all right. And finally, Siegfried line. This is a more debatable area of a map to work with. So top of the red map or red side, obviously large gun right here, large gun covering the field right here. This will prevent the heavy tanks or slow mediums from coming around. Some bunkers in front of it if you want, but there's already a bunker right here, so you could put like right here. I could put one bunker right here, but you can also put your heavy tank right there. One bunker right here, or machine gun turret like right here. This will help out with the field. You don't need. Oh, maybe this will be the watchtower. Watchtower right there will be good. Oh shit. Oh, this is a city map, and city maps you're better with the tanks in the city than with the bunkers and entrenchments. So probably one tower like sneakily right here. Maybe you put this gun like right here to shoot into the field, or like right here. Huh, interesting. And put like 2 bunkers in the field to cover the large gun, and put like 1 bunker right here to slow them down, one of which. And you put all your tanks right here. And once they all rush towards your base, you have the EBR drive all the way around and cap in 1 minute. So there you go, folks. The strats for Order of War. It's interesting because it's the same way you apply to pub matches, just normal matches, where each vehicle has its strength, each vehicle has its weakness. So you have to utilize all your EBR skills or your heavy tank skills in city maps or in open field maps. But it also goes to show you where the good camping spots are. And with the good camping spots, you obviously expect a double barrel artillery guns that could fire every like 13 seconds or something, or 7 seconds, with like 800mm or 400mm pen and 800 alpha. Holy fuck, that's insane. But there are a lot of fucking controls. Holy shit. A lot of controls. But it is interesting to think about as a strategist. You still have to play as a normal pleb to get the currency to play as the strategist. But obviously, if everybody plays the strategist, then there's no more fun. It would be fun if you could just mix this into normal pub matches, and somebody just like, yeah, we're playing strategist. You should have that mode clicked off if you don't want to participate, right? But I don't know. Well, if there are 2 strategists, everything changes. You have to put your guns where you counter their guns, or I don't know how that works, or it's a stalemating strategy, but it works. You capture their base with the EBR or a bat shot, and you just wait until they all die. You have the advantage. You have the structure advantage as well as the tanks advantage. Well, tanks are the same, but you have the structure advantage. But you don't have the coordination, so we'll see. So typical of the North America server, we don't get the translated article. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's more or less a strategy tips for World of Tanks and which vehicles are pretty good at tier 10. In honesty, some vehicles that are bot friendly are practically noob friendly, such as the Super Conqueror. Yeah, that vehicle is just so goddamn easy to play, right? So vehicles that are bot friendly are practically noob friendly, not to mention the Chieftain or the 279E, right? If you have that, obviously, holy shit, the bots will make use of it. But yeah, unless you just put all gold shells in your loadout, but that would be pretty goddamn expensive. But thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.